Hey, what is up? Welcome back to another video. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I've been thinking about my channel a lot and contemplating on what I should do next. And I finally decided that I'm going to be doing something called the Hidden Gem series. Now in this, I'm going to be going through games that deserve a lot more attention, but aren't given it for unknown reasons. I'm going to be going through games that vary from MMORPG to survival to top-down shooter in a dungeon. Doesn't really matter. As long as the game plays well, it has the support from the devs, meaning they update constantly, they check feedback, and they try to work with the community that they have. So now, we're going to be going over the first game in this series, which is called Cryofall. Cryofall is a game that allows you to build, craft, harvest, fight, explore, and all the things that a good survival game needs. There are both PvP servers and PvE servers to quench the thirst of both the PvEers and the PvPers. If you decide to take PvP on, be aware that it is a very competitive PvP game, and that if you don't have the right stuff or the right mindset, you'll be eliminated quickly. One of the most important elements of Cryofall is its progression. You start with stone tools, and then you can upgrade to copper, you can upgrade to iron, steel, modern, even futuristic. And this not only goes for tools, but it goes for weapons, armor, even vehicles. Building is also made easy, where you put out the blueprint and then you build it. You're going to need a little bit of materials to actually put the blueprint out, but it makes it a lot easier to build because you can always just delete what you don't like. Now, before we go any further, this game is on Steam, and they actually have a demo, which is 8 hours of the complete game. So even if you don't want to buy it right off the bat, you can just try it out and see if you like it. Also, this game will be on sale until December 3rd for half off, meaning only $10. And you can do what I did and just play the demo, see how you like it, and then buy it once your demo's up, which I think is a really cool thing that you're able to do. Now we're going to get into researching. Everything in the game gives you learning points, meaning you can cut down a tree, you get a learning point. You can run a little bit, you get a learning point. And with these learning points, or LP for short, you can research certain categories like chemistry. You can research construction, weapons, all that stuff. But just like in a lot of games, in order to learn the higher tier, you're going to have to learn the tier before it, or whatever that research requires. Cryofall also does a really good job of implementing almost every resource into a use. So in most games you'll have a resource that you use only in one or two things, but in this game you'll take things like ash and charcoal, combine it with a little bit of sulfur, then get some water and combine it with wood to make paper. Then you get those two elements and you put them together and you're able to make a couple bullets. There's also several ways to make a single thing in this game. And what I mean by that is, take for instance, you want to make pure water. You can either boil the mucky lake water, you can combine it with these things called water bulbs and make pure water, or you can even have a contraption store water for you and just fill it up with that. Armor is also another important part of Cryofall. There are several different types of armor, those that protect you from radiation, from heat, from melee attacks, from range attacks, and so on. The devs of the game did a really good job making everything seem organized, and they also provide a lot of ways in order for you to get in contact with them through Discord or through forums. And you also have this page, which you can find on their Discord, that you can type in what you want to see in the game and they will listen to you and respond. Currently, for the modes of transportation, most of the things are higher tiers, so tier 3 or tier 4. You really have the mech or the hoverboard, but when I asked them about it, they did hint that they're going to have lower tier modes of transportation very soon. I am in an editing mode, which I will show at the end of the video, but these are all the different materials that you can use for building, which goes all the way from wood to tech. If you're wondering why it's important to build in higher materials, it's because there is raiding on the PvP servers. Obviously PvE you can do whatever you want, but you want to protect your stuff in the PvP, and therefore you're going to build with higher tier materials. The maps are also quite large, and there's a lot of different biomes you can go to, from this weird biome where I found a giant bear and glowing mushrooms, into some deserts. But you do want to be aware that these different biomes will have resources that are unique and therefore will attract a lot of people. So you want to be equipped on PvP if you go there. Obviously PvE you still want to be equipped because you'll encounter a lot of different creatures that might want to kill you. Going off the theme of progression, there are skills in the game that you can level. This is not the same as researching. If you keep cutting down trees, you'll be able to level it up, and it will overall decrease the amount of time it takes to cut down that tree. There are other skills like mining, where once you reach level 10, you have a chance of getting twice as many resources. Level 15, you have a chance of getting jewels or gems. And there's also athleticism and farming, building, crafting. There's a lot of different skills that will help your character improve over time. So right here, I'm about to put down a land claim, and these are what you use in both PvP and PvE to make a territory yours. So it starts out small. You can obviously upgrade it or research further in order to make it larger or put several land claims down. Also, the partying system is pretty easy in this game. You can invite somebody to your party, they will join, and then you can also configure your land claims so that they can have build permissions or that they can go through certain doors. You can also make it so they can't go through certain doors, which for larger groups will act like a ranking system. There's also several areas to explore that you might find a military camp. Go in, loot the stuff. Right here I was lucky the military camp wasn't radiated, so I was able to go in, I got some vodka, and I got out. And then you have the radiated areas, where the stuff inside is going to be a lot better, but you're going to need certain armor in order to get in there, or antibiotics, or whatever. Like I mentioned earlier, armor pieces will have different stats, and right here you can see cloth gives me only a little bit of radiation, so if I wanted to get in there I would have to build better armor. But I have to say, it's quite satisfying in PvP. When you kill a guy with a knife, you get his gun, his teammate comes over to try to kill you, you kill him, get his gun, and so on. You can use trees for cover. Usually I just rotate around them. You can shoot from distance with this. Every gun has both its pros and cons, and it also has different ammo types which you can use, like poison. You can use armor piercing. I think you can use fire. Just a bunch of different things. After getting back with the weapons I just got from those other two guys, someone was outside my base. He had a torch out. I would not advise having torches out if you were a new player, obviously if you're equipped. But he got attacked by that thing, slowed down, shot him, and what do you know? He had another gun on him and a bunch of stuff, so just took that. But you do want to be cautious in any way, no matter how equipped you are. Right here you can see I just spawned and I'm looking over. They're trying to raid this guy, and they're all like fully equipped. They have modern stuff, I think tier 3 stuff, very good weapons. This guy just sort of looked at me and he was like, yeah, you can pass. But they're giant groups, so which I love, but you also have to be very aware of it because some people might not be as nice as the other guy and will shoot you down. The map is also pretty massive, as you can see here. I only discovered a small portion of it, and I've been playing on this server for a while. So you also have resources like lithium deposits and oil, which are really used for endgame stuff, but you're going to want to control those areas if you are a bigger group or you just have a lot of stuff. Now for how the game plays out, that's really all there is to it. But if you follow these steps on the screen right now, and you go to Tools and Games, you can actually access the Cryofall editor. From here, you can look at all the things in the game, all the workbenches, all the plants, all the trees, all the ores, every structure. You can craft anything you want from here without actually having the resources. And most importantly, once you're done with this, if you press F8, you can actually go into the world editing. So you can create your own world, you can have people play on it, you can do all that stuff. So if you're into all that, then I recommend going on this. You're going to want to go on here and then just press new world. You can make it however large you want it to be. And then when you get into here, just to start off, you're gonna press the solid and water and build yourself a new world. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. Sub if you haven't already subbed, and turn notification bell on if you want to see more of these hidden gem videos. Also, make sure to check out Cryofall. I'll put the link in the description. But it really is a great game, guys, and I think that the devs deserve a lot more support. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.